All right, I think that was a good take, good intro.
Went well.
So do you want me to bring some of the Charleston into the video now, this time?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Just go ahead and
Okay.
bring some history in.
Yeah,
I think
perfect.
it'd be great.
All right.
Sweet. Let's
You
do
ready?
it.
All
Yeah,
right,
hit
cool.
record. Let's do it.
All right,
Hang on.
here we
All right, I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right, boom, here we go. All right.
Oh, good, dude. We gotta hurry up, man. I can't take much more of this terrible whiskey. This is the worst. Where did you say you got this from?
Charleston.
Where? In an alley? This is disgusting.
I hate
Whatever. I think we should switch the whiskey, but whatever. Go ahead and we're ready. Go ahead and start the next
Okay.
little
Perfect.
scene here.
All right, ready?
All right. Yep. Go ahead.
Whew. All right, I think that was actually a pretty good episode.
Feel pretty good about it, dude.
Yeah.
Got done pretty early. Wife's gonna be happy. Make it home in time for dinner.
Yeah, man. I got plenty of time. I actually enjoy my dinner for a change. This would be great.
I'm gonna go see what we got.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. I think it was pretty
Maybe
good.
start editing a little. Dude, why are we recording right now?
Huh?
Didn't you say you stopped it?
I did.
It's only been recording for a few seconds.
Well, I've been hitting the red button every time like you said to do.
Have you been recording us doing nothing and not recording the show? Are you kidding? This is why I don't let you touch the camera for this reason, Scott. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous.
Welcome back to Idiots with Pipes. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
Today we're going to be smoking Epiphany from 2017, so a little bit of age on it. So Jeremiah, what are we going to be pairing this with? Boonesboro Bourbon. That sounds really good. I'm excited to try it. And, well, cool. Well, let's get started. So we have Epiphany from 2017, compliments of James Kopp, who met us at the Pipe Show in Richmond. James, this is really good.
Here, here. Thank you, sir.
So Epiphany is apparently Cornell and Dale's attempt to make Revelation, which was Einstein's favorite blend. And it's got some Virginia, some Burley, some Little Kia,
Forgot about that.
and a Perique.
Said little Kia.
Yeah, little
Okay.
Kia. It's got some. I don't have a lot of Kia. It's got a little Kia because it's not much. A little campfire smell, but not very much at all. Well, it's very good, very smooth, and I don't know what new Epiphany tastes like, but this H stuff is really good.
Old Epiphany. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had Epiphany once.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And it was painful, but once I got over that, I had a good idea.
I think I've had one of those before. So Jeremiah, what are you smoking this phenomenal blend out of over there?
This is the Viking Skagen in the 105 shape. It's got a nice little orange-ish wood color finish with a nice little wooden band around the stem. I like it. Got it off of Pipes and Cigars, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Scott? What are you smoking out of?
So I have a Van Cleef Meerschaum pipe. Van Cleef is the actor who's known to smoke pipes in multiple different movies. This is one, possibly The Good, and Bad, the Ugly. Not 100% sure. Where this pipe coloring, it's got it's kind of really black at the top, almost like it's burnt. Just looks very well used. It's not, but it kind of fades, almost like what would you say, like chocolate syrup running down the side, maybe, into a kind of an off-white color bowl with a nice, pretty orange,
maybe a
honey color
an egg.
Yeah.
With some chocolate syrup running down.
Perfect.
Chocolate covered egg.
I love it. Sounds terrible.
Delicious.
But I got it off of Etsy. I actually saw the guy. I saw his post and on Facebook. Ahmet Govem, maybe. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that terribly wrong because I don't speak Turkish. But the guy got it from Turkey, or sent it to me from Turkey. Very good quality pipe. Love it. But yeah, if you ever have a chance to order a Meerschaum from Turkey, highly recommend Ahmet Govem. Got it off Etsy.
It's funny that you don't speak Turkish, which I'm assuming is what Turkeys speak, but you have very turkey-like features. It doesn't get better. What are we drinking exactly?
So this is Boone's Bourbon, straight from South Carolina, I think. I got it in South Carolina. So I went to Charleston not too long ago and picked up this bottle at a place called the Tavern on Rainbow Row. It is the oldest tavern in America. The Pirate Blackbeard, the actual Blackbeard, not the one we had touring with us in Richmond, was known to actually frequent that exact same building, still there, built in the 1600s.
That's kind of cool.
It's really cool. So Rainbow Row is a very popular place in Charleston where all the houses are colored, painted rainbow different colors, different rainbow colors. And so they have this tavern there. So it's just really just a liquor store now. It used to be a bar, but now it's just a liquor store. But it's called the Tavern on Rainbow Row. And picked this bottle up there because it's supposed to be a South Carolina or a Carolina bourbon. So went in Carolina, do what the Carolinians do, and I got some Boone's Bourbon.
Do they have a lot in stock?
They had a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Probably a few cases, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
So it sounds like the Carolinians aren't buying this bourbon is what they're not doing. So you did the opposite of what they did, and there's probably a reason they're not buying this bourbon because
it's delicious. What are you talking about?
I don't even think this is real bourbon, dude.
It's phenomenal bourbon.
It doesn't taste. Does not taste like bourbon. It says aged 6 months.
Yeah.
Dude, what? In what? A bedpan? This is disgusting.
My tobacco's aged 6 months. This is aged
different.
a lot
That's
longer,
different.
but
This is no. I don't know.
but it's so good because it burns all the way down.
Still
so
burning.
good.
Probably
so
light
good.
your pipe with it.
But the flavor can't be much worse than that straight Perique I tried to eat.
I wouldn't know because I followed the rules of the Sutliff tour.
They said feel free to touch and do as you wish with the tobacco. So I was doing as I
don't think
wish.
they said do as you wish. They said touch.
But yeah, that's my
What's the matter, buddy?
it's just so good. It's just once it hits the tongue, it's just it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Just so good.
It's tastes a lot like what I would imagine off bug spray would taste like if you set it on fire. It's reminiscent of burning metal.
Yep, that's
spent brass, like
it's so good.
a spent 30-06 brass casing is what I'm getting on this. Dude, I can't take much more of this. It's
so
pretty
good.
terrible, Scott.
We're
This is
phenomenal.
what happens when I let you pick out bourbon. Do you have anything else here we can drink instead?
I have this bottle of Knob 9 that I acquired.
Oh, I thought you didn't like Knob 9.
I don't.
Why'd you buy it if you didn't like it? That doesn't make sense.
I acquired it. Doesn't matter. Don't ask questions.
Because it's really funny that a bottle of Knob 9 went missing from my house recently. Is that my bottle of Knob 9?
Don't ask questions. Do you want it or not?
I do, yes.
Okay. All right.
That's so much better.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I did need I probably could have put put a bottle of water in it and mixed it up. It still burns. Still burning.
Why don't you have a sip of some real bourbon there, young man?
Oh, that was real. That was Boone's Authentic. Hey, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Two guys are robbing a convenience store.
No. Please don't.
And one of them sees a bottle and grabs it and says to the other one, "Is this whiskey?"
Stop.
The other guy says, "Of course this is whiskey, but it's not as whiskey as robbing a bank." It sounded funny when Karen told me.
So, Scott,
Yeah, Jeremiah.
you going to tell me about this giant torpedo that just magically appeared on the table here that I'm supposed to pretend I know nothing about?
Yeah, so this is the CS Hunley, or the HL Hunley. It was the first submarine built during the Civil War, first submarine ever in history to have a recorded kill. And it was built actually not far from here in Mobile, Alabama, where they tested it out and it sank. So they brought it back up and said she's ready to go and sent her to Charleston. Now, when it did sink, it did kill everybody on board, but that's neither here nor there. But it's a converted boiler that they converted to a submarine, sent it to Charleston because Charleston Harbor was blockaded by the Union during the Civil War. So the Confederates built the submarine to try to block, start sinking the ships. Approach you don't have ships to attack it from the harbor, so why not get a submarine that cannot be seen? So they this nice little contraption here in the front is where they put what they called a torpedo, basically a landmine on a stick, or a sea mine on a stick. But they went full speed into the side of one of these Union warships, which were wooden back then, planted this big barrel right into the side of it, backed away, set it off, exploded, sunk the ship in just a few minutes. Very successful. However, the explosion was so successful that it also sunk the submarine. There's some conspiracies about what may have happened with the submarine, but regardless, it sank. And it was not found until I think the late 90s, early 2000s. They found the submarine in Charleston Harbor, brought to the surface. However, because it had been under the water for 140 years, it's a little deteriorated as metal does underwater. And so what's cool is they then put it into a big water tank filled with salt water to keep it so it's in the same sort of natural state that it was in. And they drain the water every so often to kind of clean it, to slowly restore it. But what's cool is that you can go to the museum where the Hunley is housed and see right over it. They have this nice little cool museum. Ted Turner made a movie about it called The Hunley. It was on TNT back when they made for TV movies. The Hallmark of history. Hallmark TV history? Yeah. But they made a cool movie about it. And what's really cool is that they have a replica of the Hunley that they filmed all the scenes for the movie in this museum. So you can kind of get in it and see how cramped it really was. But I think it housed six or seven guys all in a row that went down the length of the submarine. Very tight space. But it did sink, killed everybody on board. When they found the submarine, the remains were still there. So it's kind of cool. They got all the artifacts, you can say, out of it. And I believe two of them were pipe smokers. They found their pipes.
That's cool.
Still in the submarine. Yeah, so it's a direct tie to what we were doing here. Being a huge Civil War buff, I had to go see it. I can't not see it while I'm in Charleston. So I couldn't not get a replica of it to remember the trip.
And just for my own record here, how many times did this thing sink, killing everybody on board?
3 times.
3 separate
Yep.
times.
Once in Mobile and then twice in Charleston. Once when because after sunk in Mobile, they sent it to Charleston. The guy who built it said, "It's safe, you guys, it's fine." And so he said, "I'll go with y'all." And then it sank. And they said, "Well, that's cool. It sank twice. But you know what? I think we got it fixed now. We got the bugs figured out. Let's go sink the ship." And third time, they did sink the ship. But the explosion also sank their ship. Or submarine.
Mm-hmm. I do believe I will not be taking a ride on that contraption, given the chance.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet.
It's a much better keepsake to return from Charleston with in the bottle of Boone's so-called bourbon that you returned with.
But it was so good. I think my throat and stomach are still on fire from it, but it's so good.
Yeah, you've consumed like 3 glasses of water since then.
It's neither here nor there. So in addition to this nice, cool keepsake in my trip to Charleston, the Boone's Bourbon, the Hunley replica, I got a replica of another very historical site. It had the first submarine that has a confirmed kill. Well, because it killed lots of people, the ship and its own crew. But
the
in
most
addition,
confirmed kills it had was the crew 3 separate times.
yeah, maybe. But in addition to a first, you can't go to Charleston and also not see Fort Sumter, which was where the first shots of the Civil War were fired. This is where the Civil War started. That's where the Confederates fired on Fort Sumter, which was in the middle of Charleston Bay. It is, I think, a third as tall as it was because of the prolonged bombardment from when the Union blockaded Charleston. They decided to keep shooting at the fort because the Confederates took it. So first shot Civil War, fired at Fort Sumter. And it takes them the whole war to get it back. But the Union takes Fort Sumter. They have the big ceremony. They bring the flag down. They're going to put the Union flag back up because they've now taken Charleston. Charleston fell. They found the original commander of the fort who took the Union flag with them when they surrendered at the beginning of the war. They found him, had him come back to the fort, and they raised the flag 4 years to the day that they took it. They raised the same exact flag back over the fort. And if you've ever been in Charleston Harbor, it's a huge harbor. But this event was so big and so well attended. They said you could walk across the entire harbor and not even touch water. There were so many ships and boats in this harbor, and it was going to be national news everywhere. This huge ceremony, kind of signaling the war is coming to a close. However, have you ever heard of that? I mean, neither. And I'm a huge Civil War buff. I never knew about the flag, about the harbor being full, because you know what just so happened at the same time? A president decided to get shot. He went to a theater, and the Lincoln assassination kind of overshadowed Fort Sumter being retaken.
Was that the same day?
I think it was the day before. This was the day before. So as you know, it takes time for news to travel. And so by the time they get the stories ready, Lincoln's now shot. So Jeremiah, what do you think about this pairing of this non-Charleston whiskey with this fine tobacco?
Well, I am a big fan of Knob Creek 9. It's my go-to for an affordable bourbon. One of my go-tos. And I mean, it pairs great with this. I've never had this tobacco before, but
yeah, me neither.
It pairs great with the bourbon, I think.
This is very good.
Definitely be taking the rest of the sample from you that we were provided.
Hold on now.
And pairing this again later.
Phenomenal tobacco. Absolutely phenomenal. James, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. This is an awesome treat. An amazing treat. You, sir, you're all right.
I think this is a Virginia forward blend. Virginia does pair with bourbon. That may be why this pairs nicely. The little Kia in here, I might be interested to try it with a glass of good whiskey called Scotch and see if it brings out the smokiness.
If your good whiskey tastes anything like your Boone's bourbon, I will not be trying that with you.
Well, I like the good Scotch. I don't like bourbon. You've known this. I like real whiskey.
I wouldn't like bourbon either if that's what I thought bourbon was.
That is what bourbon is. It says it on the bottle. Bourbon. So, James, if you got any more 2017 Epiphany, send it our way.
Yes, we would like to continue to give you shout-outs and continue to pair this with, there's many other whiskeys. We got to try it with Scotch. We got to try it with Irish whiskey. We got to try it with multiple bourbons, multiple Scotches.
And does it pair with beer?
Does it? We don't know.
What kind of beer? Does it pair better with IPAs or
Irish Reds
or lagers or who knows? We need more tobacco.
Could be a nice Belgian wheat. Who knows?
Who knows?
A Hefeweizen.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? We really don't. So, James, we appreciate you agreeing to help us out more in the future, so we can help you out and help all of our viewers out.
So, if you have any more fine 2017 vintage Epiphany to send our way, or older, we're not picky.
Or maybe you have something else that you're just curious how it pairs with other drinks, but maybe you don't want to try it yourself because you're afraid you won't like it. Right. Let us tell you if you're going to like it or not. Save yourself the trouble. James, once again, we thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you. But, you can try the pairing if you want on your own. And 8 years from now, with your own Epiphany that you can go and then jar up. 7 years.
I highly recommend you buy yourself a 10 of this and age it for 8 years. And then try this pairing.
Yeah, highly recommend it. But what do we know? We're just idiots with pipes.
Whether or not you actually like today's content, please like and subscribe. We need as much help as we can get.
And comment below if you've tried Epiphany, if you like it aged, if you don't like it aged, if you like Boone's Bourbon, if you don't like Boone's Bourbon. Let us know in the comments. But till next time, stay classy. We'll catch you again later.
Until next time. I'm beginning to wonder what we actually do know.
It's a great question.
That story about the Hunley and the Fort Sumter was kind of neat, though.
Well, I appreciate that. That's what I do. I drink, I smoke, and I know things.
Well, you don't know much, though. It's just...
That's fair.